that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Fresno State's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Warner. Quickly out to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So San Diego State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right?
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Napier. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Aztecs want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Find space on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a gap. It's Sutton. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the right. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Warner. Plucks it out of the air. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Warner. Trying to set up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresno State working from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's busted. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books, now 1st and 10 from the 44. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Napier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll try the run, and he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, they blocked the kick.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. It's a fumble. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He'll pull it down. Oh, a lot of space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the heat gets there, and 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it's Sutton. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And the Aztecs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner goes down. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Fresno State will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Napier. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got a man, it's McClure. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Makes the grab on the shuffle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, San Diego State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Warner. A little screen to the running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He'll pull it on the read. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The Aztecs will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw, it's Warner. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The option look. The pitch. But got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. Great job by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Napier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Aztecs are on the move. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Just headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Quarterback gets the 1st down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Moving toward the end zone and fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hankins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They just keep firing. They get to him as he throws. Got his man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes one deep. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.